sense of why you've come.
Why's that, Malika?
To say thank you.
Your senses are spot on. But on top of that, we also feel guilty.
Because the pyronosis has vanished? I sensed its loss.
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the pyronosis. Not even any trace of it burning to ash.
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant, to say the least. Perhaps the pyronosis's disappearance is simply a knock-on effect of the impact it's had on a certain strand of fate. There's no need to feel guilty. We were clear that this time, there was to be no returning, only giving. Pure and simple.
Thank you really is a fascinating phrase. We use it to express gratitude for the smallest of things. Yet, when faced with a kindness too immense to describe, we use exactly the same words. It's not that we lack other means of expression. It's that when we truly need to express our feelings, the simplest and purest words are always the most powerful.
You're right. In Natlan, we prefer simple expressions too. Companionship, friendship, support. They might not sound fancy, but the sentiment behind them is sincere.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often a vehicle for the deepest wisdom of all.
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you much harm. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
There's still a lot of work to do, but before we begin, we felt it was important to come here and speak with you.
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt that seeing you, in a sense, is like basking in warm sunlight.
That's a nice way of putting it. I like that. To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more to say, why don't we go bask in some actual sunlight? The weather's beautiful today.
What a great idea! Paimon's gonna lie back and soak up some rays.
In that case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too before we head to our next stop.
And where might that be?
Mondstadt. Paimon and I are gonna head back there with Kale and the gang.
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains inside Kali had come from the goddess of flowers, but I kept it a secret. Those remains weren't hurting Kali, not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her. A yearning for an ordinary life. A yearning to hold on to the hard-won happiness she now enjoys. With someone like her, I have a responsibility to keep her secret.
She should be ready to face the truth by now.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness. Every child grows up, but even as adults, they are still children in the eyes of certain people.
Oh, just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a little kid. Is that so? Well, anyone who's friends with a kid is probably a kid themselves. Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who happens to be a kid. Or more like looking after, in her case. Anyway, we'll always be there to watch out for our friends.
Dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always. But busy with wonderful things. That's because I'm no longer a trainee. I'm now an official forest ranger. Impressive, right? Sino said that official rangers sound much tougher than trainees. Though he did say it was already pretty tough to start out with. You probably heard that something big happened in Sumeru recently. Don't worry, it's all been taken care of. We're heading to Mondstadt soon, so if you're free, maybe we could meet up? Plus, it's not just me. A few of us are going. Hey, do you still remember that time we all got together? You know, when we all went to the Windbloom Festival? It'll be just like that.
Dainari, is that...
Don't you say it! Is that the great Vayu-Vyastra? Behold, the great Vayu-Vyastra, General Mahamatra.
How times have changed. I wasn't expecting you to beat me to the punchline. You've changed.
You've really upped the aggression in your battle against Sino's jokes.
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
For the love of...
Traveler! Paimon! You're right on time!
I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Kalei!
Sucrose! It's been so long! How have you been?
I've been well. Everything's going great. What about you? Are you still busy?
Not at the moment. Oh, right! That juicer you gave us works amazing! Farzan loves it!
Seriously? That's wonderful. I don't suppose you drew up a detailed test report. Oh, what fruits did you use? How's the texture of the final product?
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your questions one at a time.
Albedo! Paimon didn't see you there!
It's been a while since all of us were together like this. How about we follow the same plan as last time?
Good idea, my friend. You never disappoint.
So, what are your identities this time?
Don't remind him.
First things first. Allow me to introduce our very own official Forest Ranger Kale. The rest of us are simply her humble travel companions.
This sounds like one of those mushy stories that gets people hooked on some corny, heartwarming premise.
Oh, is our story not heartwarming? If I recall correctly, there was even a scene like this in King of Invocations.
Besides being heartwarming, our story's also about tough, impressive-sounding job titles. At least that's what I think.
Oh, you're here already? I'm still giving Dodeko a little trim. I won't be a moment.
A trim? Does Dodoko need haircuts too?
Of course. It's important to know how to take loving care of the apples of your eye. All of these trivial matters get left to me. It's because I'm an angel, and angels are, in a way, the guardians of all Teyvat.
Oh, right! Wow, that's definitely an impressive-sounding job title.
What are you writing?
I'm just brainstorming some cool-sounding lines.
Oh, write them on these card backs.
Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty amazing, wouldn't you say?
Miss Nicole,
Kale, you seem a little nervous.
I was just wondering, who was the person you mentioned who needed their wish fulfilled?
Wish? What do you mean?
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over. She said a friend of hers had a wish that needed my help to come true.
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged to meet in Mondstadt. But we thought it had something to do with the god remains.
To be fair, everything I told you was true. Anyway, my friend is waiting. Come on, let's pay her a visit.
Huh? You're...
Surprised? I bet you weren't expecting to meet a woman like me beneath this beautiful tree in a faraway land. An oasis will spring from the place where a djinn resides. That saying falls somewhat flat here in Mondstadt, given that everywhere is already so lush and green.
Lilupar, what are you doing here?
I made friends with Miss Nicole. I asked her to bring me here and then invite Kale to come. The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It has stirred within my heart for centuries, millennia even. Originally, it was merely Al-Akhmar's lie, but now it has become reality.
Could this be...
Related to the goddess of flowers?
My dear young lady, my mistress left her final trace in this world upon you. I can't tell you how glad I am to see you here. And now I have seen you, and peered into your heart. You have experienced hardships and suffered setbacks. The torment an ordinary person might expect to face has befallen you threefold. This is the source of your resilience. But, beneath all this, I've witnessed the seeds of desire. You yearn to return to the simple life you once knew, do you not?
I do. I want to throw away everything that isn't mine.
But how do you decide what is yours? The scars that others carve into your flesh? The kindness and love they inscribe? Are these things not yours as well?
They are. This is something I've talked about with Miss Nicole. Miss Nicole said I should learn how to adjust my standards. I just want to live as an ordinary human. Anything beyond that isn't mine.
Don't you want anything from the remains of the goddess of flowers?
She gave me a revelation once. I think that's already more than enough.
In the past, you would not have possessed such a rich heart. Your brief life has taught you to hold on to everything good, to home in on kindness. How fascinating. You're nothing like Nabu Malikata, and you're certainly not her.
Of course not. I'm not some great and powerful being, Miss Lilupar.
Yet I am a djinn. We exist because of the Lord of Flowers. We revere and love her. My wish is to see her one last time, to give everything for her. Kale, can you do this for me?
But her remains won't be easy to remove. Are you sure this is what you want?
That's beside the point. First, I need to know. Are you willing to do something for the soul of this lonely, wandering woman?
I'm willing.
But look, you know nothing about me. Even if you have heard the stories about me, all you would know is that I was rightly punished for the many evil deeds I committed. Ah, so you do know. Your lips are quivering, your eyes trembling, and still you're willing to do something for me. Life has been cruel to you, and yet you've learned to be kind. My dear young lady, to repay your kindness, I too must play my part.
Are you sure about this, Lilupar?
I yearn to see my mistress. For this moment, the world can burn to ashes, the universe be engulfed in flame. I care about nothing else. And you, Kale, I can give you a gift. You'll become just another ordinary human.
But Miss Lilupar, what will happen to you?
My wish will be fulfilled, and I can die happy.
Why would you wish for that?
A long, unending life might seem desirable for one who has never possessed it, yet it brings torment to one who has. My remains are scattered across the yellow sands, but my soul can find no peace. Since you've promised to grant my wish, give me that release. Allow the dying to die, and let the dead rest in peace. You have my thanks.
Kale, there's no pressure on you. What she said, it's all true. A wish is a genuine desire, after all.
It's as if you want to use the last of your life to give me a better future.
Nothing's so selfless. We'll be using our futures to fulfill each other's wishes. This is a noble act, a beautiful and secret transaction between two women.
I understand. Miss Lilupar, I'm ready.
Close your eyes, Kale. Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress. The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. Like surrendering to your grace, my mistress. People say that devotion is beautiful, yet filled with pain. How foolish of them. For me, devotion is beautiful, pure and painless. Devotion is my love. Thank you.
Lilupar! She disappeared?
She left, carrying the blessing of flowers.
Kale, are you alright?
I'm fine. Now that the remains are gone, I don't actually feel any different at all.
Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep yearning within her.
Kale must have already received what she was yearning for.
I'm doing fine. I feel relaxed. There's really no need to worry.
Then my wish has come true, too.
To become ordinary?
That's just one of my wishes. Actually, I have a few more. For instance, I want to protect the people I meet and help them find happiness. That sort of thing.
So between Miss Lilupar and me, you fulfilled 2 wishes already, and protected 2 people.
Wonderful, isn't it? I feel so fantastically happy.
I guess that settles things here.
So what's next? What do you want to do when we get back to town?
Clay, look who I've brought to see you.
Hey, Kale! I heard you guys were holding some kind of secret event. How come you started without me?
Huh? Oh no, it's nothing like that. We were just saying goodbye to an old friend.
Really? Who?
Me. The old me.
So that's what this is all about. Did you come all the way to Mondstadt for that? Because we knew the old you so we could witness the change?
Exactly. The old me is gone. I puffed her into the air, and she became a fluffy pink cloud, floating into the sky, before disappearing forever.
Do you think, maybe up in the sky, she has friends waiting for her with test tubes, flasks, and bows?
Oh, when you put it like that, it doesn't sound so bad after all.
What do you think, Miss Nicole?
I think maybe that's right. At least, if it were up to me, I'd consider that a happy ending.
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago, these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger, and I feel like I can finally accomplish things by myself. Surely someone as mysterious as you will find a friend like this fascinating. Always growing, always thriving like a plant. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking about it makes me feel a little lonely. I know the weakness that kept me company will one day leave me too. But somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this step, to walk towards the new me.
Going into a trance is risky for most people, so don't get any ideas.